Hello, lovely people. I welcome you back to my channel once again. This is the Boss Time Sports and Show channel, and it's another lovely day. I am here to present to you the performance of our lone players over the weekend. As usual, today is Monday. Now, first of all, I want to congratulate the Chelsea ladies for defeating Manchester United yesterday to win the Women's FA Cup. This means that throughout the whole season, Chelsea ladies have been undefeated in any domestic competition, and they have won the treble yesterday. Congratulations to them. We have a lot of loan players coming in. I think that the season is running over, and we have a lot of players that will be trooping in back to Cuba. And in one of my videos coming up, I will be giving you the performance, the total performance of our loan players who we should actually keep, who deserves to stay at Chelsea, who should go back on loan. I am preparing a video for that, so stay tuned. If you are new on this channel, please subscribe to the channel, smack a like button, and hit the notification bell. In this upload, we have some 3-goal contributions once again from our loan players. JOAO FELIX is rounding up his season very well at AC Milan. He started the season over there in January with a goal, and yesterday again he scored a goal. So he's rounding up the season very much well over there. I'll be giving you the details of every single loan player and how he performed over the weekend. Now, without wasting much time, I want to say that Chelsea did very well to defeat Manchester United again. That is the men's team to defeat Manchester United, as I predicted. In fact, that game was a very difficult game, but we did well to take home the 3 points, and that is very good for us. Now it is in our hands, and I think that we can do against Nottingham Forest to qualify for next season's Champions League. Without wasting time, we go straight forward. The first person we usually report on in this loan report is JOAO FELIX. This time round, he played 2 matches over the week. Now, as indicated earlier, in his first game at AC Milan, he scored a goal, and that was against Roma. They won that game by 3-1, and JOAO FELIX scored a goal in that match. Now, yesterday again, they played against Roma. Although they lost by 3-1, JOAO FELIX scored a goal in that game again. So Roma, very good for a very good opponent for JOAO FELIX. So over the week, they played again 2 games. They played against Bologna, and that was in the Serie A. This time round, 2 consecutive games for AC Milan against Bologna, and this one was in the Coppa Italia. You remember the same thing happened to Chelsea during the season. That was against Newcastle. 1 game in the Premier League, 1 game in the EFL Cup, and we won 1 and lost 1. So AC Milan suffered the same fate. They won against Bologna in the Serie A, and then they lost against Bologna in the Coppa Italia. Now, JOAO FELIX played 28 minutes of that game, and they had a game rating of 6.9. Completed 1 of the 3 ground duels that he attempted and had 21 touches in the game. His pass accuracy was 82% and had 1 shot off target. Then yesterday, Sunday, they lost again against Roma by 3-1. Now he played 66 minutes of that match. He started that match and played 66 minutes of it. Pass accuracy was 91% and match rating was 7.6. Again, as indicated earlier, he scored a goal in that match and contributed 2 key passes in that match. He also completed 3 of the 7 ground duels that he attempted in that match. So that was JOAO FELIX at AC Milan. Then we go straight to Renato Veiga. He is at Juventus. Now, they played a game against Udinese and won that match by 2-0. Now, as usual, Renato Veiga played a full 90 minutes of that match and had 70 touches in the match. Now, his match rating was 7.8, and he made 9 clearances in the game. He completed 1 of the 3 ground duels that he attempted, and his pass accuracy was 94%. The next person we have is Axel Disasi. Aston Villa also played against Tottenham on Friday, just like Chelsea, and they won that match against Tottenham by 2-0. Now, I must tell you that Axel Disasi was on the bench. He was an unused sub, so he didn't see any minutes in that match. Then we go straight to Kani Chukwuemeka. Kani Chukwuemeka is at Borussia Dortmund, and they played on Saturday the 17th. They won the match against Shear by 3-0. Kani Chukwuemeka played 19 minutes of that match and had a pass accuracy of 92%. His match rating was 6.8 and completed 2 of the 3 ground duels that he attempted in that match. Then we go straight to Ben Chilwell. He is at Crystal Palace. They've been doing very well this time around. In fact, they won the FA Cup final against Manchester City. The other time, they defeated Tottenham by 2-0. This time around, they won against Manchester City, and they won the match by 1-0. But then Ben Chilwell was on the bench. He was an unused sub, so he didn't see any minutes in that match. The next person we have is Leslie Ugochukwu. Leslie Ugochukwu is at Southampton. He's been playing a lot, but then this time round, they lost their match against Everton by 2-0. Leslie Ugochukwu was on the bench. He was an unused sub. He's been doing well. I'll give you a summary of these loan players and how they performed throughout the whole season, and you'll see that Leslie Ugochukwu has not disappointed at all. Somewhere along the line, he had issues with the club, but then since that those issues were resolved, he's been playing a lot of matches. The next person we have is Alfie Gilchrist. He is at Sheffield United. As I told you earlier, Sheffield United was in a championship playoff against Bristol City. They won both matches by 3-0, and so they've qualified to the next stage of the competition, which is the finals on 6-0 aggregate. And they will be playing that final against Sunderland at Wembley. So Leslie Ugochukwu is in the final. Now, he was on the bench. He was an unused sub against Bristol City. I must tell you that in both matches that they played against Bristol City, Ugochukwu was on the bench. He was an unused sub. A match prior to that match, he played 60 minutes of that match. So that tells us that Leslie Ugochukwu is still there. The next person we have is Andre Santos. He is at Strasbourg, and they lost their match actually against Le Havre. Now, they lost by 2-3, and I must tell you that Santos scored a goal in that match. He played a full 90 minutes of the match. His pass accuracy was 88%, and match rating was 7.5. He scored a goal and completed 4 of the 6 ground duels that he attempted in that match. Also, one of the 4 aerial duels that he attempted in that match was completed. Jose Petrovic, as indicated earlier, they lost, but then he also played a full 90 minutes in that match, had 55 touches in the match, 2 saves, and the pass accuracy was 89%. He completed 4 of the 9 long balls that he played in that match. So 9 balls played, 4 of them were accurate. So that is Jose Petrovic. He's also been doing well at Strasbourg. The next person we have is Raheem Sterling. He is at Arsenal. Now, for some time now, he's not seen minutes. The last time he played was on the 3rd of May, Saturday, and he saw only 4 minutes in that match. Since then, he's been on the bench against PSG. He was on the bench against Liverpool 2-2. He was on the bench, and again against Newcastle. Arsenal won the match by 1-0, and Raheem Sterling was on the bench, so he didn't see any minutes in that match. So that is Raheem Sterling. Then the next person we have is Armando Broja. He is at Everton, and for some time now, about 3 matches. In fact, the match against Chelsea, he was ineligible, but then after that match, he was on the bench. He was an unused sub against Ipswich. Then against Fulham also, he was on the bench. But then on Sunday, which is yesterday, against Southampton, they won by 2-0. This time round, he was not involved in the squad. We also have Kepa Arrizabalaga that we've been reporting on, but then Kepa will be playing their match on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, and so I'll give you the report on Kepa in my next loan report. So that is Kepa Arrizabalaga. Meanwhile, as indicated earlier, I am compiling all the loan players and how they perform over the season. Now, for Mike Penders, he is at Genk, and they played yesterday, 18th of May. Now, they won their match against Gent. This is Genk against Gent. They won by 4-1 away to Gent. He played the full 90 minutes and match rating was 7.5. His pass accuracy 91%. 2 saves he made in the match and had 9 accurate balls from 13 long balls. 13 long balls, 9 accurate. Then straight forward, we go to our golden boy, our star boy, Esteval Willian. He played 2 matches over the week, one on Thursday and one yesterday. They won both of them. In fact, they've been on some winning streak. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the winning streak on which they are. They played the first one on Thursday against Bolivar. They won by 2-0. But then this time round, Esteval was given rest. He was not involved in the squad. Then he returned yesterday and played against RB Bragantino. They won the match by 2-1 away to Bragantino. Now he started the match and played 86 minutes in that match. Pass accuracy was 77%. He contributed 1 assist to the 2 goals that they scored. In fact, in the match, it was the assistant manager that took charge of the match. The manager himself is suspended, but then the assistant manager started Esteval at the central row, the number 10 row. Then along the line, he moved Esteval back to his favorite position, which is the right wing. And then that was where the team started to pick up, and so they won the match by 2-1. Esteval provided an assist and played in 3 key passes in that match. He also contributed, he also completed 6 of the 12 ground duels that he attempted in the match. Then for the rest, Caleb Willie and the rest, I told you their season has ended, and so there is nothing to report on them. So this time around, the report on Esteval Willian brings us to the end of this report. So that is how our loan players performed over the week. Now, if you are still here and you are still new, please subscribe to the channel, smack a like button, hit the notification bell, and also share the link. I will be updating you also on transfer news that is coming out from the camp of Chelsea. Please do well to hit the notification bell, so when this news comes, you'll be among the first to get them. Thank you very much for being with me and always coming back to watch these videos. I don't take your support for granted. Thank you very much. As you go to bed, please remember to say a prayer for Chelsea. Bye for now.